Is adding more cameras always a good thing? That's what people are asking after hearing the latest news about Google's Pixel 10 series. This time, Google is changing its camera setup in ways that might surprise a lot of users. And while some of these changes look exciting on paper, others raise questions. Let's begin with the standard Pixel 10. One of the biggest changes is that it now has 3 cameras on the back instead of just 2. That's a big step forward compared to the Pixel 9. The new setup includes a 50-megapixel Samsung ISOCELL GN8 as the main camera, which is a newer sensor compared to before. But it's actually smaller in size than the sensor used in the Pixel 9. The older one, the GMV, measured 1/1 31 inches, while the GN8 is only 1/1 95 inches. When it comes to sensors, size plays a big role, especially in little light photos. So while it's a newer sensor, it may not perform better in all situations. Along with the main lens, Google has added an 11-megapixel Samsung ISOCELL 3J1 telephoto camera and a 13-megapixel ultra-wide lens using the Sony IMX712 sensor. Interestingly, this Sony sensor was previously seen in the mid-range Pixel 9a, not in higher-end models. That means some parts of the Pixel 10's camera system are more budget-friendly than premium. Even the front camera is expected to be an 11-megapixel ISOCELL 3J1. Now we look at the Pro versions, the Pixel 10 Pro and Pixel 10 Pro XL. Things are a bit different. These phones are expected to keep using the 50-megapixel Samsung ISOCELL GNV sensor for the main camera, which is larger and more powerful than the GN8 in the regular Pixel 10. But what's new is that the rest of the cameras on the Pro models are switching over to Sony's IMX858 sensor that includes the ultra-wide telephoto and even the front cameras. Each of these lenses is expected to be 48 megapixels, showing that Google is focusing more on better sensors for the Pro versions. There's also talk about a foldable version, possibly called the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Based on leaks, it will come with the same 50-megapixel GN8 main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens, both using Samsung's 3J1 sensor. It'll also have 2 11-megapixel selfie cameras, one for the inside screen and one for the cover display. So even though it's a foldable device, the camera setup still leans heavily on Samsung sensors. What all this shows is that Google is adjusting how it separates its regular and Pro models. In the past, the basic Pixel phones didn't include a telephoto lens. That was something only the Pro versions had. But now the Pixel 10 has it too. That's great for users who want zoom photos without paying extra for a Pro phone. But there are trade-offs. To include a third lens, Google had to use a smaller main sensor and bring in a cheaper ultra-wide camera. So while the Pixel 10 now offers more camera options, that doesn't automatically mean better overall photo quality. For people who care about zoom and like having more camera tools, the Pixel 10 could be a good step up. But for those who just want reliable, high-quality point-and-shoot photos, the Pixel 9a might still be the better value, especially since it shares some of the same sensors with the Pixel 10 and might cost less. On the software side, Google is expected to make improvements with the Tensor G5 chip, which would help process photos better and improve results using AI. So even if the camera hardware doesn't look like a big leap, the image quality might still improve with better software features. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the latest tech news.